Alright guys, we are back. Divine Intervention 2. I'm Kret, joined by D and Brandon. And we're going to keep it going with our next match. It's Team Bart versus Team hi-rez.
So, hi-rez is a player that was decent, and now is a player that is incredibly scary, arguably has the best early game in Smite, period. Also has become a very notable streamer, has been streaming a lot lately. Make sure to check out his channel. You can find him on Twitch, of course. I'm pretty sure he's streaming right now.
I think he's streaming the tournament, yeah.
I'm going to check that while we talk.
Okay.
Let's check that.
And so continuing to talk, I mean, hi-rez, his stream is great, right? Because it's a mix of high-level play, sort of a laid-back environment, and I don't want to say BM because it's more lighthearted.
He's yelling. It's a lot of yelling. I love yelling.
Yeah, yelling is good. You do that.
Yeah, I love yelling. Yes, it is twitch.tv/hi-raffer, R-A-F-F-E-R. He's going to be fighting off against Bart, who you all know, and no.
I don't think he can hear you.
You definitely know him.
Yeah?
Probably.
He wears hats and stuff, and that's Bart. So this
match
match
voice pack that people use when they're trying to troll me, because why would they use his and not mine?
I like that one. Anyway, yeah, so Bart versus hi-rez now. Bart coming out on top of hi-rez Josh, who is not able to code his way to victory. hi-rez coming out from Lasses, which is a little bit more of a difficult match. And so I feel like that gives hi-rez's team more of an advantage because they probably had the harder game.
Lasses has not had much success in these tournaments. Yesterday, he lost round 2 to Brad. Today, lost round 1, though, to Raffer. That's a big deal. But looks like we're going to get pulled into picks and bans here, as we're going to see hi-rez Bart going up against, of course, hi-rez from Mortality.
Actually, you know what? Looking at the game, hi-rez's team didn't have a hard time against Lasses because Raffer just went 12-1 on Merc and killed everyone.
Destruction.
Yeah. Yeah, destruction. So Bart versus hi-rez, new op, banned away. Raffer is going to get rid of Thor. Looking at this teams, ooh, low-res Matt, so I guess relative of low-res Samuel, and then Requirus and Will TF, who we do recognize from yesterday.
Yeah, Will was probably like the best support yesterday, like hands down. That guy was crazy good. His Ares like single-handedly shut a game down. He
did. He absolutely killed it on that Ares. Athena
also,
not as good.
Striker Link is actually a very good player, sub to both me and I think Smite Game as well, and a few other streamers. He is definitely a supporter of the Smite community, so he's definitely no stranger to high-level play.
Well, you know, speaking of subbing to Smite Game, if you want to support Smite and your favorite streamers, when you sub, you get access to an icon pack in-game featuring a lot of your favorite streamers' faces. So you can rock Bart. I don't think you can rock F-Dot right now, but that's just like an error. Like, it's bugged.
Real quick, Snoopy and Kelly have been in a game for over an hour.
Wow. They're going for a record. Longest Smite game.
Kelly is playing Ao Kuang. She's not playing Kukulkan, she's playing Ao Kuang. Like not the dragon one.
Like the old dragon.
Yeah. That's Ao Kuang. I don't care what anyone says.
Oh, the sacred dragon? No, it's totally
Yeah, that's it. That's Ao Kuang.
Yeah. No, it is.
So, Geb locked in for Bart after Mercury, Sylvanas, Thor, and, of course, Nuwa get taken away. It looks like Raffer is going to lock in Ra and Freya. No, Janice.
All right, so Yanis and Ra, it's a difficult decision in that second pick slot, which one you want, right? Like, they both bring a lot to the table. They both have a lot of damage and a lot of utility. Freya for hi-rez, that's just one of his really good characters. It's like Mercury, Freya, I guess Thanatos. I guess.
Yep. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. Humbot gets locked in. Lower as Matt has 10 more seconds to figure out what he's going to want to pick here. Still a lot of picks on the board. A lot of roles need filling, and it looks like he's going to lock into Apollo.
I don't think that God Selection Timer is accurate.
No, that was definitely wrong. Raw gets locked in, and hi-rez's option to ban comes to fruition here. I'm thinking they're going to take a shot at a mage here. I mean, that just makes the most sense.
We'll see what they do. Ban comes out. Okay, so Circuit.
Oh, with Hunbots on the board.
Yeah.
Curious.
Solo lane, as proxy does play Circuit solo lane, so I don't know.
No, he doesn't. He did it one time and got stomped, and he'll never do it again.
You say that.
He won't do it.
It's proxy, dude.
It's not a good idea.
It isn't a good idea. Either way, though, counterbans are done. Athena off the board, so a lower priority support, which is going to be difficult. I mean, Will TF played very well, so picking a weaker support into him can be hard. But with the recent nerfs to Geb, it does open up more possibilities, right? Like, his cleanse is still insane, but Bacchus, Sobek are more viable against Geb, whereas previously, not only was Geb the best support, but he was also a counter to most of the other support options that weren't.
Which was pretty awesome, actually, because I played a lot of Geb.
I thought it was really boring and I hated it, but hey, I don't play Geb. Hey, Hercules.
Overpowered.
Yeah, he's actually his power is inverse relation to the size of his head. So as his head gets smaller, his power gets. They need to do that. The more kills you get, the smaller your head gets. That would be amazing.
Oh, wait, let me hit it with one more time. Hey,
let my ass up. Hades.
China gets probably locked in. Healing reduction is going to be huge here against Ra and Hercules. We'll be able to shut down a lot of what Herc is going to build. Expect that Hercules will not be going into meditation this game, but more into something like weakening curse or possibly even shell to alleviate pressure. Actually, it looks like Hercules is going to be, yes, that will be our support indeed. Rama will be locked in, and Freya will be heading into the jungle.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about a few things. Hades looks like in the middle lane, and
yes, that'll be Bart.
Right. So Hercules in the support role and Hades in the middle lane. Hercules support, very good at killing hunters. Geb not having knockback immunity anymore is no longer a counter to this matchup. So
that's right, because normally you would be able to stop the pull just by putting a shield on someone. It kept them safe. Now it's just like, what are you doing?
It will stop the knockback and oh yeah, no, it stops damage. That's it against Hercules.
And cleanse mid pull, or I'm sorry, rather mid driving strike.
Yeah,
that's about it.
That's weird. Good luck doing that, basically. But so very good at killing hunters coming out from the Hercules. Hades on the other side, actually a pretty good matchup against Ra. And the thing about Hades is you're hard pressed to lose lane when playing this character. He's very good at clearing. He's got self-sustain. He's got a ranged auto attack, and he can dash away. He's got threat from his ultimate. So it's less about doing well in the laning phase and more about how to get into team fights and be useful.
All right, guys, but that's going to do it for picks and bans. We're going to jump into a quick waiting screen while we get everything set up, and then immediately back into the game. Remember, this is going to be Bart and Raffer in the round of 16. We'll see you soon. Make sure to stick around.
All right, guys, we are in game. Let's get it going with Team Bart versus Team Raffer. Countdown timer has begun. It's Will TF requires lowers Matt, hi-rez Bart, and Nice Dice 231 up against Holy Diablo, Starkey, Raffer, Striker Link, and Echoes Around You.
So right out of the gate here, nothing too crazy coming out in terms of build. I like what Bart has done here, immediately rushing in to that uncommon sash, more than likely going to be Warlocks, as Hades clear is something that's very strong, and getting him to be tanky in the mid game is very powerful.
Yeah, I mean, when you actually do Hades things, he's really powerful. It's just most of the time people don't let you do that. But players like Aurora and even TV have been able to make this character work in a lot of different ways. The ultimate is one of those things where it's bad because it never works. But when it does work, it kills everyone, similar to Ares. And honestly, Cataclysm and Waxing Moon also a little bit similar in that regard. So if Bart can get a good Hades ult to pop all of the actives and all the escapes, and then anyone on his team can follow up with their ultimate, that could be a really good combo. Or you could do it in the other direction.
Yeah, exactly. So, getting started, it looks like our Apollo here is trying to make some type of defensive measure, but there's still about 20 seconds before the camps will get up. First auto attack is going to go to Nice Dice, meaning they win the game, right? That's how that works?
That's how that works. It worked last time. No, it didn't.
I just peeked over into the playtest room, and Kelly is in a game for 68 minutes against Snoopy.
Going for a record. All right.
That's got to be one of the longest tournament matches in history.
It's up there. It's definitely up there.
I know we broke a few 70 minutes back in the old days with me and Dry Bear Kess in those EU casual tournaments. Oh god, they took forever.
Yeah.
Nightmare.
All right, well, hopefully we won't have another nightmare here as Bart heads to the middle lane versus a Yanis, not a Ra. So Ra will be in solo lane. In this matchup, well, Bart's going to have complete control in terms of clear. Yanis is one of the weaker clearing mid lane characters, and Hades is among the strongest.
Well, at least until level 6, and then he clears the way for free.
Oh, Yanis, yeah.
Yeah. Broken. But still, Bart has actually a very potent Hades, a player who has been playing for a very long time. Bart has been working for this company since before Smite came out, so he has the ability to utilize maybe strategies that people might be unfamiliar with, and I think that's maybe the biggest point of being a character like Hades, because you can just really keep people guessing. hi-rez deterred from the small camp here as he aggresses towards Bart. Bart recognizes the push and will rotate through the jungle effectively to make sure he doesn't get pushed out, so nothing gained for hi-rez there.
Really good play from Bart here, because Hades, one of his biggest weaknesses is 355 base movement speed. If we roll over to the duo lane, you have Gab at 360 and Hercules at 370, so Hades is a very slow character compared to some other Guardians.
Well, he's ranged. I mean,
yeah, exactly. It's because he's
drawback.
he's half and half between Mage
Besides
and Guardian.
His kit, I guess.
And his scaling, his health is really weak as well. Low health.
I'm really interested to know what's going on in Kelly and Snoopy's games. I don't think Kelly is streaming, right?
I don't think so. Not from the PlayStation computers.
70 minutes is so crazy. I don't see Snoopy. I don't see Kelly. That's a shame. Looks like we're sticking with this for now. Chat has updates for me. Bart trying to get something done here. hi-rez not taking enough damage. Starkey running out of mana after that portal. Looks like Bart's doing a good job of keeping them locked down in the mid lane here, allowing smart rotations. Not sure where the Hunbots is going here. He should have been directly... Oh, wait. Where did that speed buff go? Into the ground.
It faded. Bart was not able to pick it up in time.
Huh. Okay, so Bart was trying to pick that one up. Even so, it looks like Will has jumped from the support to the jungle this time. And again, doing a decent job, but is starting to fall a little bit behind.
Kelly won!
5.
Kelly won! Snoopy is as bad as Adonis and worse than Brad. Brad for Cograd.
I'm going to go get Kelly and bring her on the mic. I'll be right back. You can't.
Alright, I will solo cast, yeah. So in the middle lane, Will TF covering for Bart, who will return here. We're 2 minutes and 53 seconds in. That means the mid camp spawning in about 20 seconds here. So it's very important to think where the junglers are going to be. You see Raffer already in the middle lane. Getting level 5 is a big concern here. And Will TF, well, that's actually might not happen for him. No, he's going to get it. He didn't get level 5. Alright, so this is a big problem. Now, in the middle lane, Bart, forced out a little bit, has gone into the second rank of the sash, the golden sash, so he needs to be careful. Hey, Kelly!
Dia wants me to come pop off, but I'm not going to because Snoopy is the scariest thing ever. Anytime he was even like 30 feet from us, everyone just screamed and ran. God damn it. I need a nap. Have fun, everyone.
Take a nap. There's Kelly.
I really wanted her to pop off.
Oh, man.
That was hype. That was hype. Congratulations to Team hi-rez Kelly as they'll go up against Team Hindu Man in the second round. Whereas Bart, actually, if Kelly and Bart both win these games in this round, they'll face each other, and that'll be amazing.
I'm excited. I hope that happens. Go, Bart. Go,
Bart's
Kelly.
Doing well right now. I
mean, he is.
His
no
team's
deaths.
up 300 gold, Bart. Go for it, Bart.
Yeah, so, I mean, you know, you mentioned that hi-rez is some of the best early game in the world.
That's
not
right.
Done anything yet in the first 4 minutes. So, is that Bart responding to him well, or is that hi-rez just playing a little bit more defensively on this Freya?
That and Hunbots is actually caught up in gold per minute. They're actually tied. Experience per
Oh,
minute.
left side, though. Rom in a horrible position. No mana, no health. Will go down to Will TF. Teleporting in is Yanis, but this isn't going to end well with him. He's used his portal, so he's stuck in place. Striker Link on the way. The Yanis, though, he's going to get slowed by the somersault. The auto attack's coming through. Apollo up in the air requires very low on health, and the Boulder will find that kill. But Starkey goes down.
Ooh,
eventually, there he is.
Maybe, yes, he does get him banished out there. hi-rez could answer back here. Will doesn't have a lot of room to work here. It's going to be up to Bart. Will he find the silence? Looks like he's just going to try to bait this one away. hi-rez still has his ultimate. Going to be trying to go, and he will need to hit all 4 hits here to take it down. It's going to be hitting for about 82 to 85 per, and it looks like we're going to have something going. First shot, second shot, third shot.
He missed! How do you do that?
Just barely alive!
Not banished, no problem.
And now he's dead. Rip.
Oh, man. That is... Alright, Striker Link on the left-hand side stuck in the Hades ult. Bart possibly going to get this kill based on his cooldowns. 1 second on the dash. He's going to wait. Oh, there's the dash. There's the pop. And with Geb coming in, Echoes Around You has now been baited, and he's not going to die, but he's going to be forced down to half health and potentially forced out. It is 3-2. Team Bart has the advantage in more ways than one. They've got kills, they've got gold, they've got experience, and Bart just got interrupted recalling, which sucks.
Starkey trying to keep himself, just maybe keeping Bart locked down. I would take the shot there. It looks like, yeah, Bart's going to jump away. That'll be the final back here. Starkey needs to get to the mid lane and start farming up because he is losing precious time here.
Yeah, levels. Oh, he's going for the through space in time. He could hit this. It's going directly for Bart.
God.
Oh.
Slow motion, please.
Oh, no, that slow motion was deserved, though. Oh, gets him with the unstable vortex.
Starkey finding Bart right there in the end. Nice Dice in the background, gonna get jumped on here as Striker Link returns to the lane. He's looking for the pull. Driving Strike actually gonna miss. Nice Dice should be able to get away from this one. It depends. Yes, there's the Geb shield. Echoes Around You actually gets baited away here. Boulder just barely gonna miss. One shot's gonna do it. He needs to find the pull. He's not gonna be close enough.
Body blocks.
Trying to body block just a little bit. He's got it. He's got it. Striker Link finds the kill.
Now, unfortunately, Nice Dice did not take the most efficient path there. Needed to go into a straighter line, but hugged the wall a little bit too much. Echoes Around You will fall to the jungler, rotating over Will TF. It's 4-4. Striker Link actually could fall too. The teleport does work out there, looking for the somersault, finds the slow, and Will TF is going to have this kill over in Smash speed buff. Now he'll get it.
Strike might be in a little bit of trouble with that usage there. He dives in early, finds 2 hits, and another kill. Will TF actually bringing himself up to 4-1. Wow.
That's good. That's very
real
good. I mean, looking at the charts, 1,500 experience, 800 gold, so things going well for Bart so far. hi-rez has just been farming, though. He's level 9. He's even in terms of experience with the Hoon bots, and of course he's slightly behind in terms of gold because there are 4 kills, but this invade onto blue is going to be nice. It actually might not work out.
He spotted it. Oh, and just barely stole it, too. Raffer going to get pushed away there, level 9 right now, doing a great job on the farm, but Will TF keeping himself in line as well. In fact, their experience per minute is pretty close to each other at this point. In fact, Will TF having a slight advantage gold per minute, though. That's massively in favor of Will.
Yeah, it definitely is. Now, Bart in actually potentially a dangerous position as he did use his jump. Does have his Shroud of Silence there, is going to use on Starkey, but it's not really interrupting anything. Bart slowed down. He's going to go into his ultimate with Will TF here. Overhand smash. This combo is going to be good. Will be the kill through space and time coming through as well. Chunga coming for the cleanup, but Striker Link here as well. The target's going to be Raw and slowed down just barely. Fear No Evil off a cooldown. It's not going to be enough to keep him alive as the Boulder gets the kill. hi-rez coming in. There's a Geb. There's an Apollo. The Cataclysm's pretty good. Raffer forced out. Striker Link, the target, now down to just 200 health. And Chunga, not going to find it. Rollout should be good. Requires. He's got it.
That's a 400 damage swing if it's maximum level. Obviously, it is not. Only
it is. It's rank 4. No, it's rank 4.
Finds it. Smart job. In the mid lane, you're going to see Nice Dice continue the pressure to ensure he continues gaining gold there. The big trouble right there for Will was that he threw the Sacred Monkey or that satellite directly into the wall there and still tried to teleport. By auto-attacking, he slowed himself down and got hit by the boulder. So smart by Striker Link to capitalize on that mistake.
Yeah, great boulder there. Really connecting in the right way. Also smart from Echoes Around You just to recover some farm. He is currently ahead in experience and gold. Yeah, in experience and gold, despite dying twice on the... I need to reorganize these guys. Dying twice on the left-hand side. Just because he's able to stay in line. That's one of the downsides of Apollo, is when you don't get the kills, you often do fall a little bit behind.
That's true. And that could be trouble, but so far it looks like right now I'm looking at Bart. He's doing a good job of dealing with Janus. They're both level 10. In fact, I'm looking at player damage here, and Bart's pretty high up on the list. Only about 400 below or 500 below the Janus, which is really good considering he's kind of been focused.
Yeah, he has kind of been focused, but Hades, when he can get in the right position and use his Pillar of Agony in the right way, can do an incredible amount of damage. Rushing into the Warlock Sash. So sitting at 24 stacks at 10 minutes is honestly pretty good. 600 health total on this item, and it really does put Hades at the right amount of health for what he does.
So now, we're about 10 minutes into the game. No Gold Furies have even really been contested at this point. It's all come down to just straight up farm, and a lot of that has been thanks to Will on the blue team. Of course, that's going to be Bart's team. He's level 10 right now, keeping up with Raffer in that regard. Actually, is the Gold Fury getting started here? No, they're going to get stopped immediately. That's just wasted farm time.
Yeah, oh, Apollo rotating over there, using his ult. It's just going to come to mid camps. So rotating a lot is nice, guys. Just overusing. I don't want to say overusing. He's using his across the sky pretty much on cooldown, which is an interesting decision.
It's better than never using it. I'd much rather have an Apollo that's using it and still getting farm and maybe not getting to the team fights that we need, rather than just never using it and just never using it at all. Like, not for farm, not for team fights. Like, that is super frustrating.
Yeah, definitely. It's really probably the biggest part of Apollo's kit. He's got a lot going on, but that's huge. Chungar rotating out of lane, along with Raw. Goldfear has been started currently at 75% health. Raffer has a good angle here. Banish will reset, but that reset is fine. Raffer down to 50% health as Chungar going in. Low-res Matt. Raffer, he's not going to find a way out, as he will fall before fully getting into the air. Through space and time creates a new path in this team fight. It's not going to be anything that anyone takes. Bart still has his ultimate.
If I was Bart's team right now, I'd be rushing this down. Waxy Moon's going to be big here. Does she find it? No, she doesn't go for it. Oh, actually, she already used it.
On Raffer, yeah.
Yeah, they still got a kill, though. Striker Link with a big shot, but it's not going to be enough. Nice unstable Vortex from Janice there, but again, not going to have enough damage to deter. They need to rush down the Gold Fury. They still have 4 people here. They don't have the hand 3, sure, but they just lost their Sentry Ward. They're fighting a 4v2. They should have no trouble.
Well, part of the problem is the mana levels. It's just a little uncomfortably low. Rom going to start this, but it's not going to work out for him. I mean,
no,
he's
standing
just
on
taking
a ward.
way too much damage. And on a ward. Well,
Yeah,
you just can't solo it at level 11.
He could get close, I think, if there was someone else rotating in, but Bart recognized what he was doing, and I think once he saw the rotation coming, he decided just to let that one go. Even so, Raffer's team takes another dip as Bart extends their lead up to 1,200 gold.
That kill on Raffer was so important there. Just able to get that one right before the fight started, and because Raffer doesn't have a true team around him, he could be a little bit more vulnerable to getting picked off than some of the other players.
Bart's a good
Raffer
leader,
very
too.
Aggressive. Yeah,
Bart's good at shot calls.
He's good at a lot of things, like Hades and Anubis.
All right, so right now it's 12 minutes, 30 seconds into the game still. No Gold Fury has been taken down. It has been attempted. Now, this is weird. There's a ward placed directly on the Gold Fury where they know they have a sentry ward. If I was them, I think I would have placed that a little bit farther back outside of that range just to ensure you know when they're starting it. Rotating in, Striker Link's going to be able to clean that one up quickly.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is you can't clean it up when there are people to fight you and stop you, so potentially there's an opportunity to use this ward just as bait, but I don't think it's really going to happen. Red buff has been started by Raffer. With the help of the support, he'll be able to get this no problem. Geb, though, getting a nice flank onto Echoes around you. Rollout will not connect, but Shockwave will. That Cataclysm, unneeded. And actually...
Actually, not only unneeded, but wasted. Takes all 3 hits there. Nice Dice still finds the kill. Iraffer trying to chase this down, and Striker Link with a huge play. It's going to be up to Will to try to turn this one around, but he doesn't have the damage. Into the air, both Raffer and the Apollo go, as Starkey's trying to find the portal. Gets the unstable Vortex, but doesn't actually land it. Will's trying to escape here, taking too much damage. Jumps away. Raffer doesn't have the range. Striker Link from the back finds the kill with a huge boulder, and Nice Dice out of mana will fall victim to a possible double banish.
Yeah, just coming back in at the right time. He couldn't make up his mind, right? He was rotating on circling on the Apollo. He's like, do I need to go in? Do I need to wait? And in that situation, you either need to leave or you need to stay, but you have to pick something. Now, Bart has potential to stop this. His Devour Souls will do a lot of damage to a grouped up team. Raffer's steroids are about to drop. He's going to be silenced, able to run away. Beads used there. Bart wants the kill, but he knows he can't get it. Portaled down from Starkey, but Holy Diablo here as well. It's now Bart versus 2. Weird Aegis,
Bart,
but it actually
nice
did
Aegis.
immune things.
You know, he didn't quite immune anything, but he still deterred and gave Chang'e enough time to rotate back in. Ultimates are available here, guys. Oh, Waxing Moon only hitting 1 there. He should have turned that one around. Bart still follows up, finds himself on a killing spree, and a huge Devour Soul is going to take some damage. Holy Diablo not finding the Siri Pain he was looking for off the banish, and it looks like they're going to try to make a play for the blue buff here.
Yeah, blue buff should be stolen. There you go. Oh, Hog used.
Well, they're not going for the Gold Fury. They have the Vision Ward right now to ensure that there's not going to be any pressure. This is going to give Bart enough time to rotate into the mid lane and take this tower down. That's free 500.
Yep, free 500 gold going the right way. Gold Fury has been started, but we did see the Hand of the Gods used, so this is a little bit risky, or it would be if it wasn't completely free. Team Iraffer able to secure the Gold Fury through space and time used, but only Yen is going through it, so Iraffer just not having a response to that one. Bart plays getting the gold Fury, and now rotating over to the right-hand side. Will TF looking for Iraffer? No, just looking for a little bit of farm and going to keep this tower alive.
Nice Dice going to try to spend some time doing some damage to Rom after he really just got back, and a few nice hits going to bring him under half health. And you take a look at the Rom build, he does have lifesteal, but he's trading into lifesteal plus that extra light blade on top of the boot. So there's definitely a pretty big advantage here for Apollo right now at level 13.
Oh yeah, Apollo definitely having a huge advantage. So the thing about Apollo, not the best boxer when it comes to the hunters. He just isn't completely equipped for it. But when you're ahead, it doesn't matter because you still have the global presence. So he's going to be using that right now just to get out. Great reaction time on that ultimate. Geb rolling out to safety as well. Now, it was an ultimate used for free, only at the cost of a rotation, but
that's my
he's
man
that
right
man.
There. Did you see that? He ults away, doesn't go to safety. He goes to the mid lane, clears a wave to allow Bart to rotate over. That was perfect communication. And given the fact that Geb's shield actually stopped him from taking any damage and require us to use his CC immunity to get away from that, that 4-man rotation was wasted. Ra's going to be in a lot of trouble here. This is likely going to be a double ult if they need it. Yes. Oh, Will B's out, but still lower as Matt finds the kill with a beautiful Moonflower dance and a free kill thrown down once again for Team Bart.
Yeah, I mean, with Bart having 274 magic power now, his ultimate, it's 30% per tick, so that's an extra 100 damage per tick. At max rank will be 205. 205 damage every half second is horrifying. This lasts for 4 seconds. It will even reduce protections. Everything about the ultimate is insane, except for the fact that people just generally jump out of it. Right tower goes down, lowers Matt cannot defend that. Up in the air with the Astral Barrage is the Rom. Not going to really be able to get too much out of it. And now Bart going in with the Shroud, with the Devour. He's got the kill. Well played on the Hades.
And right now, Starkey is not in a good spot. Gets some damage onto Matt. In fact, gets a lot of damage onto Matt. But smart beads usage, we're going to put him into a good spot. Bart trying to find a way into this. No ultimate available to him just yet. It looks like Starkey's going to try to portal out of this one. Striker Link going to try to keep this one safe. He should be trying to create distance. Yes, perfect. Gets the pull. Can driving strike away if necessary, but it looks like it won't be. Even so, the tower goes down on the left side, and the push will continue as Raffer is forced to rotate over, stopping his farm once again.
Yeah, and Raffer's farm being stopped is a big problem. He is finally rolling with his Fatalis Demonic Grip timing, but Nice Dice is fed enough that he can actually kind of fight this as long as he's careful, and he's about to have to be going directly into the ultimate. Raffer has a lot of damage, but not enough to burst through that.
I like this ultimate usage coming out from Nice Dice. Every time he's ulted, I've been like that. That was a good ult. I like that ult.
It was a good ult.
He just has very good awareness, and that's what it's been all about. And check this out, my man ults over and then immediately goes for the small camp for the farm, never wasting time.
On the right hand side, Bart zoning out the team, now diving in, Devour Souls into the ultimate. Look at the damage coming out from Hades. One more tick. Oh, Waxing Moon. Oh, yeah, no, one more tick. Will secure the kill.
And Waxing Moon pushed out. This, with the creep wave coming, Striker Link's in an awkward spot here. They're going to have to try to take something. Raffer's not on the right side of the map. Might be able to push for the tier 1. Bart coming in, healing that wave right through, doing a lot of damage. It looks like they are going to back off of this. They're going to wind up losing 2 towers for this and not gaining anything in return.
They might not lose the middle tower. Freya's push a little bit weak.
Maybe not.
Yeah, just Freya's push.
Yeah,
surprisingly weak. Really bad against towers.
By the way, Correct, not Adonis. That's the second time I've done that.
Yeah, please don't do that.
Peckies has defeated Team SNK. We'll move on to the quarterfinals, as has Team Funballer beaten Team Octane Pro.
Nice Dice. Oh my god, able to dodge so much, but the last hit of Astral Barrage, the one that's supposed to be hard to hit, just gets him right to the face. That was really impressive, though. I mean, he was dodging Astral Barrage and Valkyrie's Discretion simultaneously, and he was dodging them.
A lot of shots coming from the sky. In fact, 7, the final shot, going to be the one to take it down. Echoes around you finding a big kill, considering that Apollo's been farming a lot, but still 1 and 3. The real story has been the fact that Bart 6-2-3 right now, Will 5-3-3, and then of course Chang'e at 3-0-6, tying up that tower as well. And you take a look at that build, she has a lot of damage. She's shutting down a lot of healing. And you look at that team and you would think, okay, Hercules, a lot of healing, Ra, a lot of healing. Don't forget about Freya.
Alright, so now finally some penetration coming into Bart's build. He's currently sitting on the Jade Mountain Helm, which splits into 2 paths. He's probably not going Celestial Legion because the only crit character is a feeding Rom. Yeah, and he's 1 and 4, so... whatever.
And he's not even building into crit. I mean, that's a light blade. That's going to be executioner. So.
Right.
Yeah, this is a great pickup. Get some more penetration. Get as much damage as you can online as fast as possible. Another attempt at the Gold Fury, and by attempt, I mean another Gold Fury for Team Bart, because there is no way in any universe they are rotating fast enough to steal this one away.
All right, well, you heard it. Modal Realism says that universe does not exist. Requires on the right-hand side is just hovering around the Fire Giant, and he's here because that way there's no possibility that the FG Rush Call Raffer could potentially use beads here. Requires down below 50% health, but the engage onto Raffer is pretty big, and he's going to die in the combination of ultimates. Now, Striker Link and Echoes around you trying to fight. Bart going in, but can't find the angle he wants, just turning onto the Hercules. Waxing Moon, not often used for a single target, but you can kill a Hercules when you have a Chunga.
Also, poor Hercules trying to heal this one up is continuously applied with Divine Ruin and Moonflower Dance, forcing the shell in. It looks like some of it's going to wear off. Nice Dice not finding the ultimate that he was looking for. It looks like Striker Link will just barely be able to escape, thus wasting the Waxing Moon and any potential they would have had to go for the Fire Giant. Instead, it looks like they're going to split up, push it out, and look for more farm.
This Hades play coming out is just very, very scary right now. And what's shocking is there's still like... This is like 90% of Hades' potential, but there's still just little mechanical things that Bart could optimize a little bit more.
Would you say Little Mac?
Yeah, Little Mac.
I like Little Mac.
Word. But so Hades is one of the few characters where canceling isn't just something that pro players should do. Everyone should do it. You applying your blight and then popping an ability like your Shroud of Darkness just to turn the silence into a fear is core to the character's kit and something that Bart could take a little bit more advantage of, especially right here. The Aegis coming out just to immune some damage there. Geb coming through as well, jumping in with the Devour Souls, popping it, but he only connects onto the Hades. Silence to create some distance and backing off. Chunga has been pulled though. Nice beach. She'll be able to get out of that one.
Was that beads? Yes.
It was beads. It was beads.
And then a beautiful rotation through to stop the damage as well from that Moonlit Waltz. This is going to allow them to push continuously. Bart's team again finds another 1,500 as Echoes around you take some serious damage. Once again, Audacity has been activated. He's going to actually be able to use that to heal himself up. Mid lane, a lot of trouble here. Bart's going in with the ultimate once again.
Yeah, Striker Link sort of zoned out. Will jump back in. Nice Waxing Moon onto 2, but Raffer's in the engagement, and they have to respect the Freya. So backing off is Team Bart. Good calls there. Get what they can and just get out. They didn't have a way to win that fight.
Oh, he doesn't have an ultimate this time. He's going to get flanked here. He needs to back. His only options to back. He's running directly into danger, and it looks like Raffer's going to find this. Banish going to miss. He actually uses the beads a little bit early and actually will escape.
Used it for the reset.
Yeah, that was very smart. I like the way this guy's playing. Nice Dice has had really good plays throughout this game. He is sitting 1-3-5, but hey, Apollo just split push for that tier 2.
Well, Bart has returned to base and looking at gold in hand. Okay, yeah, it is the Dynasty Plate album. He had over 2,000. I was worried. I didn't want to see the Celestial Legion, but he could have bought it. We'll go for the Dynasty Plate Helm and into a spell focus. So nearing his full build, but with a lot of penetration coming out now. Bart's sitting at 22% and 30, and that's going to take people dangerously close to true damage. So those Hades ults could kill, and pre-nerf Hades, before they nerf Devour Souls, would one-shot people.
Rip Hades, I guess. Not really sure why.
Imagine if Bart was one-shotting people right now.
Every time I hear about the Hades nerf, I just want to tear all my hair out.
I like it. I like that nerf. That was dumb.
If you stood in creeps, you deserve to die.
I guess.
Hades was like the starter raid boss in World of Warcraft, teaching you not to stand in fire. It's like when Cataclysm came out and they redid the Dead Mines, and there was an achievement called Ready for Raiding by fighting an easy boss and not getting hit by nonsense. Like, hey, this is how you fight every character in the game. Don't stand near the creeps.
All right, fair. This isn't an MMO, but anyway, so...
Wait, hold on. How many people play this? Like, maybe a massive amount, and it's
10
online?
at a time.
And I've never played a game where I haven't roleplayed, so...
Define roleplay. Are you Chunga?
Nope. Oh, actually, Chunga. Soul Reaver going to find 2 with the Waxing Moon and then back off. Oh, I'm so sad. Why is she back off?
I think she just didn't feel like she had enough information to go in.
She could have killed that guy real quick, especially considering that she does have beads online. I mean, she had the control there, but she didn't trust in her team.
Well, part of this is just the Chunga build that we're seeing is a little unconventional in that there's no cooldown reduction picked up yet. It's just kind of a murder Chunga. Soul Reaver, raw damage, and very scary when stuff connects, but the long cooldowns can be problematic.
Looks like they've started the Fire Giant here. Raffer just backed. They're trying to deal with the Apollo. Now, Striker Link is going to see this from the backside, and they have not done any damage to this thing whatsoever. It looks like they're going to try just to deter this and go for the damage. Striker Link, if he dashes away, could be in trouble. Once again, Bart forces the beads. Waxing Moon's going to be back up in just a few seconds here. Actually, no, it needs about 32. She has not built full CDR. So they're going to try to pressure this through space and time. Gets Raffer into the fight, and it looks like they're going to continue on.
Yeah, Raffer's diving in. Nice portal, create some time. Bart's going to jump in, though, and with a Shroud of Darkness, buy some time for his team, though he does fall, and we just didn't see... the Apollo was not able to make it to the fight. He ulted to the backline. Requires now in trouble, and this is a nice comeback opportunity for iRaffer. He's got an angle onto the Geb, and this should be a kill. I've seen the Geb caught out before. Oh, nice Cataclysm. Why is that still up, though? Trying to get out, slowed, under tower, will fall.
Raffer finds it. They're actually going to burst down the tier 1. They're split here. It looks like they are going to just back off and go directly for the Fire Giant. This is the smart play.
Wait.
No way.
Did Brad just beat
way.
Zalia?
No way.
The Lord has risen! Brad is king! Fire Giant, the Waxing Moon comes through, will interrupt. iRaffer is able to get the Fire Giant, and Laura's Max very low on health. Will TF is able to not just barely get under the Gold Fury, his head taken off by the through space and time as Hercules falls simultaneously. A nice Astral Barrage picking up Chunga. On the left hand side though, Starkey could be in trouble. No, it looks like Nice Dice is going to respect iRaffer. Oh, he's not going to respect iRaffer. He didn't have enough respect, and he will fall. Rip.
No way.
Brad is the best.
No way.
He's so much better than Adonis.
He's infinitely
and
better
Snoopy.
than Adonis.
And Snoopy.
And Snoopy, yeah.
Brad should be
Pecky's
on
and
Cog
Pompon.
Red.
Dude, actually, we have to show Brad and Pompon next game, right? Like, that's...
Oh, yeah. No,
that's
we
in
do.
his, oh,
that's
but Bart and Kelly... Oh. There's so many
Brad
good games
Pompon.
that could happen.
I think Brad Pompon.
Brad... Oh, man, I can't believe Brad beats Alio with Dust.
So Gold Fury does go to Team iRaffer. They're checking out the Golden Experience. 4,000 experience and 2,600 gold. The comeback has begun for iRaffer. They also do have a Fire Giant buff, so now it's what can they get off of this push. They're roughly even in team fights.
Man, all it comes down to is the Fire Giant is still active on 4 members. They can use this to start bursting down towers. The gold deficit has been shrunk down from about 8k all the way down to 2,500. The experience difference, 3,600. Still in favor of Bart's team, but with that Fire Giant active, it's completely normalized and totally back in the favor right now of Raffer.
But he hasn't done too much with it yet. Taking a look at the Fire Giant timer in the bottom right, 321 on the respawn, which means, well, now 215 on the buff. Raffer is going to find Nice Dice, but he's not going to be able to get a kill off of that. And it looks like Team Raffer wants to go on this left tower. Jumping in, though, Raffer alone and forced into the air. His ultimate has been used, so that makes him vulnerable to Bart coming in from the backside. Cataclysm, no Pillar of Agony just yet. Trying to line it up. Holy Diablo at half, and there it is. Bart coming through with the massive damage and destroying Raw. Astral Barrage up in the air, but coming down around the backside, not finding good angle. Nice Dice will dash away, but he's going to get picked off by an auto attack to the head. The boulder coming through, and Geb is the next target, but Chunga in the backline.
You know, really, I'm looking at Janice for that entire play there. Not only set up a huge amount of damage, forcing Will out of the fight, but he gave Raffer an escape out of the Pillar of Agony. It was incredible. Bart not able to get away from Raffer. The final person here just jumping away. At least he's trying to. Oh, Striker Link not finding the pull he was looking for. Will be able to tank this up. Banish going to be good here. He could driving strike if he needs to. Matt dipping inside and outside of the creeps. Raffer using the Hand of the Gods to shrink the target. And there's the driving strike, and there's the deicide.
So Chunga dodged.
Will's back.
Will is
Did
back.
he not die?
No, he did. He did. He died there. He just respawned, I think.
At level 17 already?
It was a long team fight. So I wanna mention, at this point in the game, Freya has 9 attacks during her pulse, right? Chunga dodged 7 of those and was killed by the remaining 2 and an unbuffed swing. Because Freya.
You mean because Brad?
Yeah, because of Brad. Brad is the best. The new
Brad
hope
is
of
clearly
America.
the greatest Smite player. Way better than Adonis.
Way better than Adonis and Snoopy.
definitely way better than Snoopy. Snoopy
Oh, yeah.
lost round 1, 2 days in a row. He is the captain of the current highest seeded team in the world.
He lost to Kelly.
He lost to Kelly.
I think Kelly should play Ymir ADC for Cograd.
Kelly was playing that Ao Kwang. Not Kukulkan. That is
Right.
the Ao Kwang.
Ao Kwang ADC. It's Ao Kwang in the Sacred Dragon skin, guys. Can we get them to actually make it say Spirit's Tempest on his ultimate?
Right. Nice Dice going for some split push here. He's not going to have a lot of creeps. In fact, just barely getting those backdoor protections. He's doing some damage, but not nearly enough to really worry anyone. He's trying to back here. Uh-oh. Can Raph... Oh, he stuck around. He's so dead.
Oh, Zapman.
That was a very Zapman-esque call. Yeah, Raffer able to blow that one up. I hear Freya does a lot of damage, Kret.
That was, what, 3 shots? Yeah, Freya. Freya is actually one of the most interesting characters to Theorycraft, in my opinion, right? Because you have this window of 5 seconds in which you can do damage. How do you allocate that? Do you want as much damage as possible over the 5 seconds total, over 2 seconds, over 3 seconds? I don't know. But Fire Giant is spawning within about 10 seconds. Team iRaffer has position on the left-hand side. Raffer
Ooh,
almost
Matt.
taken down by Matt. He doesn't have enough damage to secure the kill.
And now he's in a lot of trouble. There's a lot of mages just trying to rush him down. Beetouche is going to keep him alive. Searing Pain's going to be completely missed. And hi-rez Bart looking for something here. Silence doing a lot of damage. Holy Diablo could get out of this. Yes, Bart does not cancel in time. So it looks like he's going to be in trouble, actually, as he fights 5.
Yeah, Bart in a lot of trouble. Taken down by the edge of the unstable vortex, becoming in his will. TF is going to teleport to Holy Diablo and jump away.
No, he had the kill.
He did, and now Raffer's going to have the steroids back up. Fist of the Gods not going to connect there. Unfortunately, just out of range. Apollo ulting in will find the kill into iRaffer. Banish onto low-res Matt on this right-hand side. The Chunga push forward, but push dangerously forward, not finding the Crescent Moon Dance.
Still, they have bought enough time to really defend into the next Fire Giant. Bart's team definitely not out of this. They didn't lose any Phoenixes. The gold difference is basically even at this point. It's 1,600 and 1,800 respectively between gold and experience. Both in favor of Raffer, but 32 minutes into the game, those numbers are not high enough to make a difference.
Can I just mention one of my biggest pet peeves?
Brad? No, wait, no. That's
no.
the king.
Adonis. Adonis, actually.
Oh, all right.
But another one of my biggest pet peeves is when you're in a 32-minute game and there are people who don't have 2 max actives. Just finish them.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm okay with the hog rank 1 on Freya, but, like, you could probably get a fist. But, like,
I like
Team Bart.
I am the two-hand man. I think if you have 2 hands, they both need to be Hand of the Gods. If you have a Nemesis, one of them could be a fist, and if you have a 3, one of them should be a fist. But I don't think fist is strong enough with the current diminishing returns meta that you should be purchasing it. Another Hand of the Gods, though, would really help them control things, because what happens right now if Striker dies?
Yeah, but he's a Hercules.
He's Hercules against a Chang'e with Divine Ruin.
Yeah, but this Chunga doesn't have cooldown reduction, so it makes it a little bit harder to kill the Hercules. Also, this Chunga doesn't have cooldown reduction, which is another thing to mention, and there's no room to fit it right now, because you always go last item Rod with Tahuti.
I probably would maybe just go into physical protection, because... oh no, she needs... The physical's really not that problem at this point.
It's
I don't know.
Freya that's the problem.
I think she should really just go Chronos Pendant. 25% more cast is going to do more damage than 25% more scaling.
That's true. That is probably true, yeah.
The extended fight, Waxing Moon hitting twice is way more important. Not to mention, you got to reduce the healing.
You do. All right, though.
Apollo is doing the Gold Fury. Raffer is not going to let him. Okay. All right. All right. I don't know why Raffer has committed so... Oh, he's going to catch him. Oh, Nice Dice, you are in so much trouble. Nice Bead's actually going to get him out of there. He should ult right now. Yes, he is. They're going to go for it. They're calling for the engagement. Now, Striker Link, it's all up to him to try to save this one for Raffer's team. Rama, nowhere to be found. Bart, creating so much distance, and in comes Apollo. They're doing a lot of damage to the Titan, or rather the Fire Giant. Nice shot from the bull. They're going to do a lot off the bounce.
iRaffer, though!
Right there, Striker Link steals that one away and saves the day. Require is going super low. Waxing Moon keeping the dream alive.
Yeah, but Laura's Matt a little bit too far back in the team fight. Nice Dice does not have a way out. The Chunga is not able to find the kill onto Ra after taking him low, and now Require is probably gonna...
Oh, Requirer's got the sick juice. My man just came in with the nastiest jukes that I've seen. That was incredible. He just dodged 3 Hercules auto attacks, and Hercules didn't miss. He dodged them. But still, Fire Giant has been taken. They only lost to Janus. They have a lot of push here with Rama being level 20 as well. Striker Link walks right in. Is going to have no trouble on this one.
Yeah, and, you know, this Shinga having a lot of trouble just confirming those kills. Able to get people very low. The combo of Soul Reaver with Waxing Moon is horrifying, but she has no CDR, and she has no CDR, which is being a lot of trouble in these late game team fights. Now coming in, WillTF looking for echoes around you, but that's not really the priority target. It has to be IRAF, and they don't have a way to get damage onto him. Valkyrie's Discretion will not do too much here, just buying some time for Raptor to stay safe and get his cooldowns back up. Striker Link will fall. WillTF in the mix. Raptor, though, unloading on Requires and able to find the kill, turning onto Chunga, but he's taking the Phoenix, which would fall just in time. WillTF teleports, but it's not enough of a distraction to get him out.
Right there, I think what happened was Will thought he was teleporting to one. He teleported to somebody else. He got completely caught out of position there. Bart trying to fight 3 right now, but one of those 3 is a Freya. He will be forced away immediately. Low-res Matt coming in. Waxing Moon only going to hit 1, but he finds a big kill onto the captain. Bart going to turn around and maybe find an opportunity to work himself back into this fight, but with the healing coming out from Ra and the Fire Giant on top of the Janus that's rotating in, I think it's Bart's time to dip out of here.
And he's going to try and do just that, but Astro Barrage up in the air. Echoes around you has been very good with those shots. Not finding the last one this time, but Oli Diablo able to get it there. Bart is so low, just 300 health. He's got a lot of maximum. Oh! It's been found. Alright, nice one, Bart. Left Phoenix is down, mid Phoenix is down. It's only the right Phoenix and the right tower. You don't usually see that, but this is looking very dire for Bart's squad.
I'm looking at Striker Link. He's making the big plays. He set up that team fight well. Even with Raffer and Rama getting baited out of that fight, Striker Link saved the day with that steal. Plain and simple. On top of the fact that that boulder was incredible. He not only hit 3 people with it on the way there, but he hit 2 people back on the return, forcing them into the worst situation imaginable. And Bart, despite the fact that he's doing very well this game, has not been able to put up the numbers relevant enough to really deal with Freya. In fact, while he has put up top damage in the game, the damage hasn't been as effective as Freya's damage, because Freya's damage has almost always resulted in kills.
Team Bart able to steal away the Gold Fury there. WillTF and Require is countering that quite nicely with the Fear No Evil. Overhand smash forces the team back, and Requires just walks up and hogs. A little bit of a gold recovery. I mean, this game is close numerically. It's just not close cartographically.
I just got a tweet. This Freya in Bart's game just goes to show why Cupid had to be nerfed. How else is Freya supposed to compete?
It's true. Cupid was very strong.
He's very scary. I'm scared right now.
Have you ever gotten hit by a heart bomb, though? They hurt.
Have you seen my build?
Just full damage and pen?
No. It's full cooldown reduction in beads, and you do heart bomb, beads, heart bomb.
Yeah, stop that. That's scary. Raffer, though, going on to... Ooh, that's 4 shots. 4 shots.
That was 4 shots.
Yeah.
It's alright. We should probably nerf Cupid.
That takes 2 seconds.
Yeah. Yes, it does. Given the fact that she missed one, so 2.5.
Yeah, that's true. WillTF, very low. Unstable Vortex connecting. Low-res Matt taken down by the driving strike. Now Striker Link, probably going to just turn onto... Ooh, Boulder.
Can he find it? Can he find it? No.
Very close.
Oh, Indiana Jones just barely escaped that one. Bart finds a huge ultimate, but unfortunately not enough damage to deter. The healing's going to keep them alive and continue the push. The Fire Giant buff has been rescinded, and it looks like Bart's fighting this one blind into 3. They find that. Require is trying to get away. It looks like he will gain CC immunity and try to rush back, but there's no defense here. This Phoenix has been taken. Will, in trouble in the air right now, jumps just barely over the portal. The pitfall has been dodged, but not Raffer himself. Between the 4 and the Fire Minions, I think this one's done.
There it is. Team IRF able to take the W. Not able to find Requires right before the game ends, and it turns out that the Chunga with no CDR and no CDR and no CDR not able to clinch the victory. Rip Bart. The Hades play was really good. I feel like I can say they didn't lose because of Hades. Okay. There were other factors.
Chunga needs CDR. I mean, this is something that's necessary. Low-res Matt did a lot of damage, but 31k comparatively to maybe like 26k plus more healing and more Waxing Moons, I think that would have been a little bit bigger.
And, well,
Nice Dice put up a lot of damage. or didn't put up as much as Rama. His split push was good, but when it comes down to it, they just didn't have the damage to deal with Raffer in the endgame.
Yeah, and in the mid-game team fights, when Team Part was strong, they'd get people low, but they weren't confirming the kills. And that's an interesting problem to find the solution to, right? It's like, we're getting everyone to 80%, but when you don't kill them, they can just come back in, especially with a Ra. Holy Diablo only doing about 6,800 healing, but when you're up against a Chang'e, that's honestly a lot. Because it's 90% reduction most of the time. Anyway, guys.
So that's going to do it for our round 2. Looking at our round 3 options here, it looks like Penguin of Death has defeated Proxy QQ by whatever stretch of the imagination that's even possible. Penguin of Death will move on as the underdog to face against hi-rez Peckies, of course, the prince of the sweatshop. Raffer awaits Kelly and Hindu Man. I assume that's going to be another 85-minute game. Funballer has defeated Octane Pro and will face off against Jerby, who has once again defeated Suntouch. And then Pompon and hi-rez Brad will go head-to-head for, I guess, continued leadership of the sweatshop.
Alright, guys, we'll be back with the next round in just a few minutes, so stay tuned.